Things That Fill Me with Hope Part 4, People Who Don't Know How They Made It Through Challenging Times, but They Just Did. Last summer, I was on a 3-day train ride from Chicago to Seattle, and at sunrise somewhere in Montana, I was sitting in the observation car when a woman in her late 50s sat next to me. Her name was Julie, and she was also a single mom, but about 20 years ahead of me in the journey. And unlike me, who slept in coach with no better shower, she could afford the sleeper car. She told me about putting herself through med school to make ends meet, which ended up being a lucrative job that now affords her luxury train rides, and I stopped her. "Wait," I said, "how?" She laughed. I persisted. "No, I'm serious. How did you do it? How did you go to school, work, and care for your kids? It sounds impossible." She laughed harder. "I don't know, I just did it." Hearing "I don't know" from a kooky lady on the train is hardly the same as wise counsel from a mentor, but that phrase stuck with me more than most things people have told me because in many ways she's lived my story. It's striking that her reflections on the years that I'm living right now are simply that she doesn't know how she did it because it did feel impossible when she was me. But there she was, drinking coffee in Montana at golden hour still in one piece. As I processed her words in that moment, I realized that I've actually been asked the same question by new moms. I was pregnant or had a newborn every single year for 10 years in a row. At one point, I had 3 kids in diapers. Worse than that, there were some other circumstances that kept me in a deep pit of depression and self-hatred. My 20s were crazy, but there I was, drinking coffee in Montana at golden hour still in one piece. So when people asked, how did I do it? I could give answers like God and my friends carried me through it, or I just love my kids so much, which are true. But I could also very honestly answer, I don't know, I just did it. How does someone sum up what they've learned from decades of hardship? People like Julie have gone through lots of bad days and come out on the other side. And that helps me dream of a world where we can believe that we'll make it through hard things because we know other people who have already done it. I hope you get to cross paths with some of those people. I'm sending hugs.